Just war theory is a theory that portrayed, well, let me say right off the bat, actually, just war is not holy war.
Mm.
And I think that's important right off the bat, Pierce, because jihad and just war are concepts that are completely in different
Mm.
universes. The idea of just war that we kind of tease out, especially when we're talking about very complicated geopolitical issues like we're discussing this morning,
Mm.
come from these ideas in the late third and early fourth centuries, where soldiers would come to Christian clergy and intellectuals seeking advice regarding their careers. So we have records of Roman tribunes writing to people like St. Augustine, asking whether it's possible to provide state security in a vaguely Christian way. And so we had these records of individuals like Augustine writing, a seminal work, City of God, right after the sacking of Rome by the Visigoths in August 24th of 410 AD. And he doesn't write to make sense of the violence viewed, but to point out that no earthly realm, not even a Christian empire, could be an eternal city, which was what Rome was thought of. For a long time, it was referred to it as the eternal city. And Augustine points out that the only city that will ever be eternal is in the hereafter, and when things are made new. And so until then, in this fallen in between time, there is some necessity for state to enforce and restrain evil for the sake of good. You threaten my neighbor, I have to intervene, Augustine says. You're not being moved by persuasion, and so I must force you to stop. But Augustine is clear when he talks about just war that it's never holy and certainly not happy, even in victory. So war should only ever be done in kind of the Christian tradition that large portion of the West stands in defense of innocent people, and for the idea of trying to, not for the idea of trying to wipe out people off the face of the earth or some sort of private interest that's evil.
Mm.
And that victories, celebration should even come with tears and remorse.
Really interesting.